Okay, welcome back. This is going to be a blind run through of the career mode on this game. Now, unlike most other games, usually what I do is I run through the whole campaign or most of the tougher missions first, get that all through, and then start a let's play or a video series from start to finish. In this game, however, I've only gone through the tutorial and played two of the normal battles that you can basically like randomize missions that aren't part of a campaign. So that's what I've done. But in this case here, I'm just gonna go to the career mode and see how that is. Now, unlike most of the other games, I'm not gonna talk whilst the game is going to be played because most of the good stuff and the fun aspect for me is hearing all the different stations talk to each other as you're giving commands and orders. It sort of reminds me of the Foxhole naval gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like put subtitles to point out things that I'm thinking and why I'm making decisions as they are. And then after the battle is over, I'll do a very short after action report to cover everything that happened and go through the details. So yeah, let's see what this game's all about. Okay, 9 missions. Okay. Okay, each mission, several battles. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Okay, so the overall career score, that's the end game objective here. Try to get a high career score. Each mission is several battles, so that's what I've played, is the individual battle mission generator. I played 2 of those. Didn't do too well, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, usually I would go for like the max difficulty ones. Like I said, I'm brand new to this game, so we'll just go with this one here, normal. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with realistic. Ah, hell, why not? What could go wrong? Okay, 9 missions, and each mission has several battles. This is going to be a very long playthrough if I intend to see it through. Quite laggy. Originally, the options put it as. Oh, I thought I reduced the sound of this. Jeez.
Jansen arriving.
Good evening, Captain. All preparations for getting underway are on schedule. The XO is already on board, as are the department heads. 2 boilers are lit off and building steam. Everything is on track for a dawn departure.
Very well, thank you.
Executive officer to the officer's wardroom.
Well, not the best cutscene I've ever seen, but I bought the game for the destroyer
We have
action.
been assigned to lead a very small formation. The bad news is that the only other escort we have is about as slow and lightly armed as some of the merchant ships we're traveling with.
That is bad news indeed. Weren't we supposed to have more escorts?
I was hoping for that too, but our convoy and routing division does not have enough of them apparently. The Canadians are helping as much as they can, but until they send the next wave of reinforcements, we will have to make do with less.
And what are we up against?
The U-boat threat has been rather limited recently, so that seems like good news for our friends from the Merchant Navy.
Anything in there about air support?
PBYs taking off from western bases should be available early in the crossing, but then nothing until we get closer to our destination.
And what does the weather report say?
Not bad, XO, but not good either. Typical North Atlantic weather for this time of year. We have been through worse.
If that is all, then let's get a good night's sleep. It may be the last one we get for a while.
Very mediocre voice acting. Audio quality pretty bad.
And so it begins, my first Atlantic pass. Let's just hope it won't be the last. There are so many things I do not know. Very little is under my control. The crew has been trained, but few have seen actual battle. How will they respond when facing the enemy? How will I respond? The Jansen is the most capable ship in the convoy. It is fast, maneuverable, and heavily armed. I feel anxious for the merchant crews. They truly are sitting ducks. Their only protection is this ship and the single Canadian escort. We are to rendezvous with the RCN at Halifax. I hope the crew can take some liberty there. With only 2 escorts, it will be difficult to protect the convoy from all sides. We will have to focus on priority contacts. If at least one U-boat gets through, this can easily turn into a bloodbath. The weather forecast looks to be okay. We can use brakes to get some training in between passing storms. Some good news, we should get some aircraft escorts, most probably for the first and last third of the trip. Only the middle section is out of range for our planes. Allied intelligence thinks that there are a few U-boats along our path, suggesting low chances of enemy contact. I really hope that is correct, but my gut tells me otherwise.
Writing is also very mediocre. But then, as I said, bought the game for the game and not the cutscenes.
Bloodhound.
All escorts, our eyes in the sky found a sub
073, range 4,000 yards.
from the convoy center. Bloodhound, take immediate action to find and prosecute the sub. All other escorts, maintain sector patrols, increased vigilance.
Bloodhound, roger. Moving toward threat as reported. Out.
Captain I.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing. 073. Last range. 3,700 yards.
Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery ports manned and ready. Engineering officer watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted east. 5 miles from Convoy.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie taking station.
Black Cat reporting. Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area east of Convoy.
170.
Course 170. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Investigate arc 090 through 180.
Investigating arc 0, 3, 2 through 1, 2, 2. Aye, sir.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0, 2, 5, 2, 1, 1, 5.
Active search 0, 2, 5 through 1, 1, 5. Aye, sir.
New course 0, 7, 0.
Course 0, 7, 0. Aye, sir.
Right. So there's a little break I can get here. I'm gonna like skip the cutscenes from now on because they're pretty bad, and yeah, I'll try and edit my own little cutscenes with movie scenes and whatnot because yeah, it was pretty bad. But what I'll do is I'll just recap all the information that they give you in the cutscenes and then put it at the start of a video. So just to recap, what's going on here is that we're probably gonna have 3 battles in this one mission. And we'll have air support for this mission and the last one, but not the one in the middle, because that's when we lose air coverage. So yeah, okay. Let us continue here.
Mountie reporting. Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 0, 5, 2. Range 3,200 yards.
Mountie.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 5, 2. Last range
2,900 yards.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to assigned station.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 0, 1, 6 through 1, 0, 6.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 0, 1, 6 through 1, 0, 6. Sonar I.
Black Cat reporting. Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area east of Convoy.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 128. Range 3,900 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 128. Range 3,900 yards. I designate contact Baker. Time 8:11.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 046. Range 1,300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted east 4 miles from Convoy.
Ships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 045. Range 900 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 090. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth shallow.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 149. Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears
Fire 1.
195. Range 30 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact.
Fire 2.
Able. Last bearing
195. Last range 30. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 1, 5, 6, through 2, 4, 6.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 1, 5, 6, through
2, 4, 6. Sonar I.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact, Baker.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Baker.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in Convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie taking station. Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships.
Contact.
Aye, sir.
Baker. Now bears 164. Range 1,700 yards.
Stand by to fire. Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Fire. 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 On target.
Contact. Baker. Now
Fire.
bears 163. Range 1,400 yards.
Fire.
Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 163. Last range 1,300 yards.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 2182308. Active search. 218 through 308.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 171. Range 5,400 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 171. Range 5,400 yards. I designate contact. Charlie. Time 8:17.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact, Charlie.
Roger. Mountie attacking contact. Charlie.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 108. Range 1,600 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 106. Range 1,600 yards.
Contact. Baker, now bears
Fire.
106. Range 1,600
Fire.
yards.
Fire. Fire. Target bearing 098. Range 1,800 yards. Fire.
Contact. Baker, now bears 096. Range 1,800 yards.
Fire. Fire. On target. Target bearing 08.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing
Fire.
230. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Contact. Baker, now bears 083. Range 2,000 yards.
Stand by to fire. Fire.
Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course. 1.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 083. Last range 1,900 yards.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0372127. Active search. 037 through 127. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted east 4 miles from Convoy. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder.
Aye, sir.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 3, 5, 6.
Surface radar has regained contact. Able, bearing 359er. Range 900 yards.
Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Able, last bearing
Fire.
359er. Last range 800 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 2, 9, 4. Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 3, 4, 9. Appears to be periscope feather
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sighted. East.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 3, 2, 8. Appears to be periscope feather.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform lost contact. Charlie, last bearing 195. Last range 3,200 yards.
Active search 303 through 033. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sighted. East.
Red Oak has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate ARC 17222. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 193. Range 3,900 yards from Bloodhound. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 106. Range 1,700 yards.
We've lost Red Oak. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Investigating ARC 172 through.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 106. Last range 1,600 yards.
Bloodhound, this is
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie, last known at bearing 191. Range 3,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Subsided. East. 4 miles from Convoy.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sighted. East. 4 miles from Convoy.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing 190. Range 3,400 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Charlie, unknown results. Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate
ARC
72220. Set combat sonar. Contact. Charlie now bears 189. Range 3,200 yards. Strong propeller noise. Investigating ARC 117 through 207. Aye, sir. 2,500 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 319. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie now bears 194. Range
2,300 yards. Estimated depth
medium.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 040.
Bloodhound picking up survivors from Red Oak.
Contact making a sharp right turn.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 066.
Sonar. This is the combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 195. Last range 2,000 yards. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 029. Range 900 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 106.
Active search 348 through. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 032. Range 900 yards.
Saginaw Empress is sinking.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 032. Range 800 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 033. Range 800 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound finished picking up survivors from Red Oak.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie.
We've lost Saginaw Empress. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 036. Range 800 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 035. Range 800 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 033. Range 900 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 031. Range 900 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sighting. Northeast, 2 miles from Convoy.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 208. Range 2,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support, no longer available. Minimum fuel.
Bridge, port lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 025. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR, bridge, port lookout, object 1/2 to the horizon, bearing 013. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 014. Appears to be periscope feather.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 018. Range 500 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 094. Range 1,100 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 022. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support, no longer available.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 094. Last range 1,000 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Fire 2. Now bears 182. Range 30 yards. Fire 3. Wing on left cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 195. Last range 30 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Sonar.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie, last known at bearing 215. Range 3,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Active search. 125 through 215. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 147. Range 700 yards.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 146.
Appears to be periscope feather. Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 146. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bloodhound. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 140. Range 500 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 138. Range 500 yards. Wake on right cut. Estimated depth shallow.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 150. Range 200 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 165.
Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears Fire 1. 314. Range 30 yards. Estimated depth
Fire
shallow. 2. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 318.
Fire 3.
Last range 30 yards.
Hard left rudder.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 318.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 284 through 014.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 309. Range 400 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 251. Range 3,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Zero, 2, appears to be Periscope Feather.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 236. Range 300 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 317. Appears to be Periscope Feather.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Saginaw Empress, bearing 239.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 239. Range 100 yards. Bearing steady.
Roger. Mountie searching. Saginaw Empress. Position for survivors. Bearing 239.
Fire
Combat
1.
sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing
239.
Fire
Last
2.
range 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth
Fire
charge attempt
3.
on contact. Charlie. Unknown results.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 147 through 237.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 043 through 133. Sonar I. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 111. Range 600 yards. 30. Course 130. Aye, sir. Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course. Combat sonar.
Contact. Baker. Now bears 172. Range 200 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 252. Range 3,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Charlie, bearing 252. Range 3,400 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact.
Fire 1.
Baker. Now bears 124.
Range 100 yards.
Fire 2.
Wake on right cut. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker.
Fire 3.
Now bears 025. Range 200 yards. Wake on right cut. Rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 018. Last range 300 yards. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 090. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth shallow.
Mountie, finish picking up survivors from Saginaw Empress.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 060. Range
200 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
lookout.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 187. Range 30 yards. Very strong propeller.
Fire
noise.
1.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 187.
Fire 2.
Last range
30 yards. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able.
Fire 3.
0, 3, 7. Range 400 yards.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 185.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 8, 0. Range 200 yards. Strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 164. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack your contact.
Acknowledged.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 287. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 0, 8. Last range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 0, 2, 1. Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 2.
1. Last range 100 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 338.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern.
Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate arc 341 2071. Investigating arc 341 through 071. Aye, sir. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
6, range 700 yards.
Lunar Voyage has been torpedoed and is on fire.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 5, 8. Range 400 yards. Strong propeller noise.
We've lost Lunar Voyage. All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to pick up survivors from Lunar Voyage.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 077. Range 200 yards. Wake on left cut.
Roger. Mountie searching. Lunar Voyage. Position for survivors. Bearing 340. Range 2,100 yards from guide.
Combat sonar.
Contact. Able. Now bears 165. Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 179. Range 200 yards. Wake on left cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 179. Last range 200.
Contact Charlie now bears 168. Range 3,800 yards.
Mountie, finish picking up survivors from Lunar Voyage. Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in Convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie taking station.
Contact Charlie now bears 166. Range 3,500 yards.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Contact Charlie, now bears 163. Range 3,200 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 162. Range 3,100 yards. Fire. Fire. Fire.
Contact Charlie, now bears 159er.
Fire.
Range 2,900 yards.
Target bearing. Fire. 158. Range 2,800 yards. Fire. 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 Target bearing 153. Fire. 2,600 yards.
Contact Charlie, now bears 154. Range 2,500 yards.
Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course 144. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search.
Lost contact Charlie, last bearing 154. Last range 2,300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Able. Bearing 000. Range 4,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing 153. Range 2,100 yards. Active search 08. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 157. Range 1,800 yards. Contact
4,900 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 159. Range 900 yards. Bearing steady. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 166. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 167. Range 700 yards. Bearing steady.
Surface radar has regained contact. Charlie, bearing 168. Range 600 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 168. Appears to be periscope feather.
Lost contact. Charlie, last bearing 168. Last range 600 yards.
Contact making a sharp right turn. He goes.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 173. Appears to be periscope feather.
Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course 183. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search.
1.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing 269. Range
Fire 1.
30 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie, last bearing 2.
Fire 2.
69. Last range 30 yards.
Lost contact. Able.
Fire
last
3.
bearing 001. Last range 4,800 yards.
Ready depth charges. Shallow.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick. Bearing 348.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 010. range 4,500 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Able. Bearing 010. Range 4,500 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 010. Range 4,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 264.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing 263. Range 700 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 294.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 278. Range 800 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 339.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 296. Range 800 yards. Estimated depth shallow. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 313. Range 800 yards. Estimated depth medium.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 359. Range 5,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 322. Range 600 yards. Estimated depth medium. Goes.
Aye. Steady on course 337.
Combat sonar.
Contact. Charlie, now bears 3.
1-6. Range 500 yards. Contact increasing depth. Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 325.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 304. Range 300 yards. Wake on right cut. Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 302.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 294. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 284. Range 30 yards. Wake on right cut. Combat sonar.
Fire 1.
Lost contact. Charlie, last bearing 120. Last range
Fire 2.
30 yards.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 3. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 260 through 350.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 260 through 350. Sonar eye.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 070 through 160.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 070 through 160. Sonar I.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now
Fire
bears 152. Range 30 yards. Bearings drifting.
Fire 2.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 152.
Fire 3.
Last range 30 yards.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern.
Range 300 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 158. Range 100 yards. Strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 311. Range 30.
Fire 1.
Wake on left cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 3.
Fire 2.
1. Last range 30 yards.
Ready depth charges, shallow
Fire
pattern.
3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 030. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 3.
1. 9. Range 100 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges, medium pattern. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard.
Fire 2.
Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 009. Range
Fire 3.
100 yards. Contact decreasing depth. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 009.
Last range
100 yards.
Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate arc.
5 6 2.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 003. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Investigating arc 056 through 146. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie.
Ready depth charges, shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 247. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 221. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 205. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 197. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 197. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 189. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 1492239. Active
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Charlie. Bearing 137. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Warship, CBDR. Bearing 218. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on contact. Charlie. Unknown results.
Sonar, this is the
Bloodhound. This is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 089. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing
065. Range 100 yards.
Stand by to fire.
combat sonar. Lost contact.
Charlie, last bearing.
Fire 1.
6-5. Last range 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie.
Fire 2.
Mountie now has sonar contact. Charlie. Bearing 297. Range
Fire
100 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout, oil slick, bearing 256.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Charlie. Last known at bearing 246. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
7 through 267. Sonar eye.
All escorts, contact Charlie has most likely been sunk by a Bloodhound. Good job.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 050. Range 3,000 yards.
Contact Able now bears 050. Range 3,000 yards.
Stand by to fire. Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Target fire 057. Range 2,800 yards. Fire.
Contact Able now bears 058. Range 2,800 yards.
Fire. Fire. Target bearing 062. Range 2,600. Fire.
Course 090. Aye, sir.
Contact Able now bears 063. Range 2,500 yards.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack your contact.
Acknowledged.
Stand by to fire. 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 Fire.
Regain contact. Able. Bearing 308. Range 500 yards. Active search 2.
Alright. Things did not go according to plan. So the big mistake that I made there was letting one of the U-boats that had got behind the convoy stay surface long enough that it could actually maneuver back to get a flank attack onto the convoy. That completely slipped my mind. Usually once a sub gets to behind the convoy, I just ignore it, but yeah, can't do that. I've never quite seen the U-boats act like that before in the previous 2 battles that I fought, so yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind moving forward. So that was a big mistake there. Lost two ships that could have been avoided. Making the depth charge attacks on the U-boats are really difficult, but what I've come to understand is that the DRT projector, or one of the drawing board stations, basically you can plot out the direction that the U-boats are going and how your ship is orientated towards them, so that you don't have to eyeball it the way that I usually do in order to get your depth charge attack right in front of the enemy sub. So moving forward, I'm going to see if I can try and use that tool more often and hopefully get better results. But yeah, not going too well with this here mission. So this is the first of 3. We're going to start on the next one and see how that goes. And yeah,